Alright, we are back at EDDM for this week. We did 10 a.m. to noon last time with the tail end of the 11 a.m. period. About 11:45, getting pretty busy, so I want to jump right back in at noon and pick up where we left off there.
Lufthansa 2528 requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 2528, pushback approved. Expect a runway 8 right. Derp. Lufthansa 2528, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground 8 right, pushback approved.
And as promised, I have switched the airport around, so we're going to be going from the other side now, which is going to make this a little interesting because I know I'm going to have planes that are going to need to park in this area, but now they're going to be coming in from a different angle, so it's going to be a little interesting. We're going to see how this happens. I don't think it's going to be that different because the two aprons are very similar, and I think anybody coming down Delta 5 is going to come down November 3, but I'm just interested to see what happens. I'd like to get some cargo here out of the Romeo ramps over here, or whatever those. Use those. I would assume cargo, but it with easier access to the roadway here. But it could also be general aviation.
HANSALINE 2136 requesting push and start.
HANSALINE 2136 pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground 8 right, pushback approved. HANSALINE 2136.
Lufthansa 2528. Lufthansa 2528. Continue taxi.
Continue taxi Lufthansa.
Adjust my headset, get it out of my mouth there. We'll see how this goes. I'm not sure if it'll be any busier or smoother than the last time. It might be pretty slow.
HANSALINE 2285 with you, runway 8 left.
HANSALINE 2285, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. HANSALINE 2285.
I would love to find a way to fix that voice. I tried a few tweaks to the airline file, and it really didn't change anything, so I put it back. Let's bump the speed up a little bit here.
Ground, HANSALINE 2136 ready to taxi.
HANSALINE 2136, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Still kind of in Atlanta mode. Used to 700 planes every 30 seconds. Unless it breaks, of course, but I want to say we should see about 15 planes pop up here in the next 10-20 minutes. After that, I'm not sure how it's going to look. I didn't cheat and look ahead at the schedule in this one because I wanted to kind of be a little bit surprised by it. And as far as routes go, I thought about using Tango, but since I'm not landing any planes on this runway at the moment, which is something I will do in the future, I will be using both runways for arrivals and departures, just to kind of see how things pan out for me. I'm not going to need to utilize the two taxiways, so I would have outbound going on Sierra and inbound returning on Tango, or vice versa. That way the arrivals should be able to flow in.
Tower, the MOTI 1712 requesting push and start.
Dolomati. Jeez, that always throws me because I don't know these airlines very well. Dolomati 1712, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground 8 right, pushback approved.
I'm going to switch back to a U.S. airport, and I'm going to not know any of the airliners. Lufthansa 2528, runway 8 right, climb to... Lufthansa 2528, runway 8 right, climb to 1000, on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 1000, on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Lufthansa
2528, Tower, Lufthansa 1690, requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 1690, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground 8 right, pushback approved.
I wonder if they didn't put the whole terminal system in out there. So I think if I was going to use this configuration...
HANSALINE 2368 requesting push and start.
HANSALINE 2368, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground,
so if I was going to use this configuration, I would probably use it if I was departing them on 26 left.
Ground, Lufthansa
which is probably how they operate the airport. We'll give it a minute for the HANSALINE to get out. That way there's less taxi time. I would assume that's how they do it. That way the planes landing have a shorter taxi and the planes departing have a shorter taxi. Just makes the most sense the way the airport's configured.
HANSALINE 1658 requesting push and start.
But you're going to have to wait.
MOTI 171 to ready to taxi.
Holy cow, here we go.
HANSALINE 2368 ready to taxi.
HANSALINE 2368, continue taxi.
Tower, Lufthansa 1986 requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 16900, continue taxi.
Continue taxi HAN SALIN 2368. Continue taxi Lufthansa 16900.
Dolomati 1712, continue taxi.
Continue taxi DOL MOTI 1712.
Hansaline 1658, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground 8
Good.
right pushback
Jeez.
approved.
Brain fart thought that was the other one.
HAN SALIN 1658.
Lufthansa 1986, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground 8 right pushback approved. Lufthansa 1986.
Hansaline 2285, taxi to apron via November.
Taxi to apron via November.
Curious how he's going to route.
2285.
That does create an interesting problem. Are the planes up here going to try to route north like the planes down here, where 1658 is, routed to the left and then up, when I want them to go in this clockwise pattern here? Hansaline 2285, taxi to apron via Delta 6.
Taxi to
Just
apron
see if
via
I can get
Delta
him to go
6,
that way.
SALIN 2285.
You should be pushing now, because that guy would wait, but oh well, whatever. Who am I to judge? I'm only the tower. No big deal.
Ground
There
Lufthansa
we go.
1986 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 1986, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Lufthansa 1986.
Okay, good. You're pushing now. I like that. Is definitely an update where these planes actually try to wait for each other to push. I saw it a little bit at Atlanta, but you also saw in some of those fail
Tower,
videos that I posted that they still pushed into each other, which is really annoying. Lufthansa 1722, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground 8 right pushback approved. Lufthansa 1722. Ground HAN SALIN 1658 ready to taxi.
Hansaline 1658, continue taxi.
Continue taxi HAN SALIN
Good, you routed
1658.
right where I wanted you to. Love it. Yep, you're out of here. Hansaline 2136, runway 8 right, climb to 500, on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right climb to 500 on reaching contact departure cleared
That
for
is a
takeoff.
long
HAN
string of planes
SALIN
heading out of here.
136.
You
Ground
should be...
Lufthansa 1722
Yeah.
ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 1722, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Lufthansa 1722.
See if I can get the departure shot here. We'll give that one a shot for the intro. Save that out unless we get something better. Alright, this is going to be a bit of a
Tower,
departure miss.
Lufthansa 2035 with you. Runway 8 left.
Lufthansa 2035, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left.
I
cleared to
just
land. Lufthansa
noticed.
2035.
The heck is that? What are those buildings out there? That looks like hotels and city stuff, but that looks almost like a farm or something. It doesn't look like your standard building, so I'm just wondering what that is. I'll have to look it up online, see what I can find. Hansaline 2368, runway 8 right, climb to 500, on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right climb to 500 on reaching contact departure cleared for takeoff. HAN SALIN 2368.
Lufthansa 1690, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Tower United Niner 53 requesting push and start.
United 953, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Runway 8 right line up and wait. Lufthansa 1690. Ground 8 right pushback approved. United Niner 53. Tower DOL MOTI 8210 with you. Runway 8 left.
Dolomati 8210, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left
Actually, I
cleared to
think this
land.
is almost a
DOL
better
MOTI
shot
8210.
of the plane parking into itself. Yeah, I don't think you are lined up with anything,
Ground
sir.
United Niner 53 ready to taxi.
United 953, continue taxi.
Continue taxi United
Now that you
9
have crashed into multiple airplanes and caused millions of dollars in damage and probably some hurt passengers.
Tower, Qatar 57 with you, runway 8 left.
Qatar 57, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Tower, Lufthansa 179 requesting push and start. Runway 8 left cleared to land Qatar 57.
Lufthansa 1790, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Lufthansa 1790.
Let's get you fools out of here.
Tower, Lufthansa 1676 requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 1676, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, Lufthansa 1790 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 1790, continue taxi.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Lufthansa 1676.
Lufthansa 1690, runway 8 right, climb to 500, on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi Lufthansa 1790.
Dolomati 1712, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500
KLM.
on reaching contact departure.
I
cleared
keep
for
forgetting they're
takeoff.
tiny here.
Lufthansa 1690.
Local
Runway
flight.
8 right, line up and wait. VOLOMOTI 1712. Tower, KLM 1794 requesting push and start.
KLM 1794, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, Lufthansa 1676 ready to taxi.
Dolomati 1712, runway 8 right, climb to 500, on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. KLM 1794. Runway 8 right, climb to
Lufthansa
500 on reaching
2035,
contact
taxi to
departure,
apron.
cleared for takeoff. VOLOMOTI 1712.
Lufthansa 1676, continue taxi.
Taxi to apron Lufthansa 2035. Continue taxi Lufthansa 1676.
Lufthansa 1986, runway 8 right, climb to 500, on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Tower, Lufthansa 1756 requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 1756, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact
KLM
departure,
1794, continue taxi.
Lufthansa 1986. Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Lufthansa 1756.
Hansaline 1658, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Continue taxi KLM 1794.
Hansaline 2158, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Runway 8 right, line up and wave. HANSALINE 1658.
Lufthansa 2035, taxi to apron via Delta 6.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved.
I might as well just tell them all to go that way. That way they loop around and come back up.
Taxi to apron via Delta 6 Lufthansa 2035. Tower, HANSALINE 2158 requesting push and start. Ground, KLM 1790 for ready to taxi. Ground, Lufthansa 1756 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 1756, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Lufthansa
Right.
1756.
Dolomati. Dolomati 8210, taxi to apron via Delta 6.
Taxi to apron
Yep.
via Delta 6 EOLOMOTI 8210.
I got Qatar coming in hot on your heels there, buddy. Buddy old pal, get off my stinking runway. You would not have slowed down that far. And that's the killer thing. He would not be putzing along my runway at taxiway speeds. He would have rolled down that thing, shot off that taxiway, and gone down. I hope they fix that at some point. That was my request.
Lufthansa 480 requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 480, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved.
Hansaline 1658,
Lufthansa
runway 8 right,
480.
climb to 500, on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff. HANSALINE 1658.
Lufthansa 1722, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Tower, Alitalia 437 requesting push and start.
Who?
Runway 8 right, line up and wait. Lufthansa
Alitalia.
1722.
Oh, man. Alitalia 437, pushback approved, expect...
Ground, HANSALINE
Alitalia
158
437.
ready to taxi.
Okay, obviously I don't have that right. How do you not find AZA? I guess because I have it at the bottom. Alitalia. Alitalia 437, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right.
Lufthansa
pushback
1722, runway 8
Alitalia
right, climb to
437.
500, on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right.
Cancel line 2158, continue taxi.
Departure cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 1722. Continue taxi HANSA
Oh,
airline
boy.
158. Ground, Lufthansa 480 ready to taxi.
Okay. Qatar 57, taxi to apron via November C1. No, Charlie 1. Hey, got it at the end. Qatar 57, taxi to apron via Mike, November 1, Charlie 1. That
Taxi
works.
to apron via Mike November 1 Charlie 1.
Lufthansa 480, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Lufthansa
United
480.
9053, runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure cleared for takeoff.
Alitalia 437, continue taxi.
Ground,
Why would you make
Alitalia
that turn there?
437 ready to taxi. Continue
It's kind of a
taxi
cool
Alitalia
design on their tail.
437.
I was calling it
Tower,
Alitalia instead of
EDDM
Alitalia.
803, requesting push and start.
AEE. I wasn't paying attention because I'm an idiot. Trying to commentate on my failure. Aegean. Aegean 803, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right. I should
Ground,
have remembered
8
that.
right, push back approved.
Whoa.
EG and 803.
Dude, you're a big sucker. Are you I don't know what planes use two engines other than the 47 and the A380. I know there's an older plane out there that used it, and this looks like it. Huh. Interesting. We are going to have some fun getting that guy out of here. KLM 179er 4. KLM 179er 4, runway 8 right, climb to 500, on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500.
Lufthansa 179er, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
179er 4. Tower, HANSA airline 2318 requesting push and start.
Cancel line 2318, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait. Lufthansa
Dolomati.
179er.
Dang it.
Ground,
Ringer.
8 right, pushback approved. HANSA airline 2318. Tower, VOL Impoti I-802 requesting push and start.
Dolomati 8202, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback
Come on, United, get out of here.
VOL Impoti I-802.
You are taking your sweet time and getting lined up on that runway. And rocket.
Ground, HANSA airline 2318 ready to taxi.
Cancel line 2318, continue taxi.
Continue taxi HANSA airline 2318. Ground, EG and 803 ready to taxi.
Aegean 803, continue taxi.
Continue taxi EG and 803.
Yeah, good. What's Qatar riding? That's is that an A? No, I can't tell. It looks like an A380, but it also just looks like a giant 777.
Tower, Lufthansa 2564 requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 2564, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right. You
Ground,
came up
8 right,
right on that
pushback
guy's
approved.
butt.
Lufthansa 2564.
It's kind of cool. Kind of both going down just about at once.
Ground, VOL Impoti I-802 ready to taxi.
Dolomati 8202, continue taxi.
Continue taxi VOL Impoti I-802. Ground, Lufthansa 2564 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 2564, continue taxi. I'm going to send somebody else
Continue
up
taxi, Lufthansa
north here,
2564.
clear some of this traffic. Lufthansa 1790, runway 8 right, climb to 500, on reaching, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 179er.
Lufthansa 1756, runway 8 right, climb to 500, on reaching contact departure, you are cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 1756.
Lufthansa 1676, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Tower, Air Canada 847
Ooh.
requesting push and start.
Air Canada 847, pushback approved, expect runway 8 left.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait. Lufthansa 1676. Ground, 8 left, push back approved. Air Canada 847.
All right. There's a lot of planes heading down there, actually. Heavy departure period. Oh, that's a big plane for Air Canada. So usually in playing Atlanta and the others, I get the 737s because Canada's just a hop, skip, and a jump up north, but this is a big guy.
Adria 1104 with you, runway 8 left.
Air Canada 847, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Air Canada 847.
Adria 1104, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. Adria 1104. Tower, Lufthansa 2038 requesting push and start.
Yeah, it is Adria. Lufthansa 2038, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 left. Let's
Ground,
get you out of here.
8 left, pushback approved. Lufthansa 2038.
Lufthansa 1676, runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, you are cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact
Alitalia 437, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8
CFG.
right, line up and wait. Alitalia 437. Tower, Condor 1745 with you, runway 8 left.
Condor. Ooh.
Ground, Lufthansa 2038 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 2038, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Lufthansa 2038.
Condor 1745, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. Condor 1745.
Alitalia 437, runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, you are cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure.
Hansaline 2158, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Hour,
Iberia.
319 requesting push and start.
Iberia 31901, pushback approved. Expect a runway 8 right.
Runway 8 right, line up and wave. HANSALINE 2158. Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Iberia.
Hansaline 2158, runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right. climb to
Lufthansa
500.
480,
On reaching
runway 8
contact
right,
departure,
line up and
cleared
wait.
for takeoff. HANSALINE 2158. Runway 8 right, line up.
All right, so I'm only going to have a short window here to get you out, and you're a big sucker.
319 ready to taxi.
Iberia 31901, continue taxi. Should have sent some of those other guys out of here.
319 Tower, VUVL 3840 with you, runway
Who?
8 left.
Vueling? Is that right? Vueling? I think so. Vueling 3840, runway 8 left, cleared to land. Yeah, that's got to be right.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Are you a big guy?
3840.
Lufthansa 480, runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact
Aegean
departure,
803,
cleared for
runway
takeoff.
8 right, line up and wait.
480. Runway 8 right, line up and wave. Aegean 803.
Okay, that should get us rolling. You're a big guy, so you're going to take a while. The problem I'm going to have with this is the amount of stinking time it takes these planes to get off my runway. And you're not a small guy. Bugger. I'm going to use separation error here. Aegean 803, runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, you're cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff. Aegean 803.
Adria 1104, taxi to apron via November 3.
Tower, Lufthansa 415 with you, runway 8 left.
Lufthansa 415, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Taxi to apron via November 3, Adria 1104.
Air Canada 847, runway 8 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. Lufthansa 415. Runway 8 left, line up and wave behind next landing aircraft. Air Canada 847.
Condor 1745, taxi to apron via Mike November 2, Charlie 1.
Taxi to apron via Mike November 2, Charlie 1. Condor 1745.
Condor 1745, taxi to apron via November 2, Charlie 1.
Tower, Thompson 2529er with you, runway 8 left.
Thompson 2529er, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Taxi to apron via November 2, Charlie 1.
Air Canada 847, runway 8 left, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 left
Boom.
cleared to
Nope.
land Thompson
That is not an
25
alert. Sorry, this guy's off my
Runway 8
runway.
left, climb to 500
I
on
do not
reaching
accept
contact
that.
departure cleared for takeoff Air Canada 84.
That switchover right there. Hold on.
HANSALI
Shut up.
2342 requesting push and start.
Be quiet. So that switchover is what got me the point loss. And I knew it would happen, and that's fine, but I don't accept that as a point loss for me. Because this guy's 5 miles out. I got to get Air Canada airborne. Now, I could probably have waited the few seconds for him to pull over and switch, but I didn't want to risk it because I really don't want to have a plane crash. So this guy was legitimately off the runway. I can see that visually. I can see that on my map. He is clear of my runway. So in doing that, I cleared Air Canada because this guy's off my runway. Even if he breaks down or crashes, he's not going to impact Air Canada, and that is not a separation error that I would have. Now, in real life, perhaps he would be contacting the ground, but again, I mentioned earlier, these planes would land and roll off the runway straight onto the taxiway. They wouldn't putz along at half a mile an hour. They would roll off. You can see this at any airport in the real world, provided there's not a backup or they're not crossing. But he would have rolled off and shot down Alpha 5 because I probably would have already told him where to go. He would have already contacted ground. He would have been fine. So, no, sorry, not on me.
Howard, Lufthansa 764 requesting push and start.
Hansen line 2342, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right. Clear. All right, now I'm behind because of that.
A1019 nerd with you. Runway 8 left.
Puget? No idea. Hansen line 2318, runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, you are cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff. HANSA
Lufthansa 2038, runway 8 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 8 left, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. Lufthansa 2038.
Hansen line 2342, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground 8 right, pushback approved. HANSALIN 2342.
Lufthansa 2564, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and
All right, I'm going
wait.
to find
Lufthansa
PGT.
2564.
Sun Truck, okay. Who the heck are you? Sun Truck 1019er, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. SUNIRUCK A1019 nerd.
Lufthansa 1764, pushback approved. Expect runway. Lufthansa 764, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground 8 right, pushback approved.
You should be
Lufthansa
moving.
764.
Get up there, get up there, get up there. Good, there you go. Vueling 3840, taxi to apron via November 1.
Taxi to apron via November 1. VUELing 3840.
Okay, 5 miles out. He's got his taxiway, which means he's contacted the right frequency. He's ready to go. This guy is now officially 5 miles out. You're not on my runway. You're not off my runway. Gonna have a problem. I don't like negative scores, but whatever.
Ground HANSALIN 234 to ready to taxi.
Hansen line 2342, continue taxi. Just gonna have to wait on that guy. All right.
HANSALIN 2342.
Pull off Vueling. See, I gotta wait for it to switch over, otherwise I'm hosed. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You're clear my runway. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna have to take a chance. Lufthansa 2038, runway 8 left, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway
Just the right amount of time.
500 on reaching contact
But now this
departure,
guy's
cleared for
2.5
takeoff.
miles out.
Lufthansa
You're just now
2038.
beginning your roll. That means that guy's gonna be landing into some nasty air. On top of which, you don't take off till about here, and you may be landing. That's gonna be a cookie cutter one. Very close. Lufthansa 2564, runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway
Get
8
outta
right,
here.
climb to 500 on reaching
Dolomite
contact departure,
8202,
cleared for
runway 8
takeoff.
right, line up and
Lufthansa
wait.
2564. Ground, Lufthansa 764 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 764, continue taxi.
Runway
What
8
did I
right,
say?
line up and
2764.
wait.
That's not right.
802. Continue taxi Lufthansa 764.
Alright, you should be at V1 and rotating. Yep. I see the nose coming up, so you are rotating. And look at that. Told you that was going to be close. I may not know this perfectly, but I can guesstimate how long it's going to take a 737 to roll. That is stupid close, and that's a bigger plane. Lufthansa 415, taxi to apron via Delta 6.
Taxi to apron via Delta 6 Lufthansa 415. Tower,
Yep.
Lufthansa 2471 with you. Runway
Dolomite
8 left.
8202, runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure.
Lufthansa 2471, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared to land. Lufthansa 2471.
Iberia 3191, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and wave. Iberia 319.
You're going to pull off on Alpha 8. You're out of here, you're out of here. Ooh, that was close. That does annoy me, but I don't accept credit for that, so I'm going to add my 500 points back in. Sorry, but no. I shouldn't have to wait what was it, a second and a half for that? No, that's dumb. That is dumb. That's the downside to this part of the game, where it's so stringent on minute rules that you get hosed no matter what happens. You should be at your roll shortly. Yep, there it goes. Iberia 3191, runway 8 right, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right.
See, this guy just barely got off my runway and switched over, and this guy's already down.
Iberia 319
Thompson 2529er, taxi to apron via November 1.
Taxi to apron via November 1. Thompson 2529er.
I like your paint job, Thompson. Is that CLH? Yeah.
Tower, Lufthansa 2416
Wow,
requesting
that's a
push
big
and
guy.
start.
Lufthansa 2416, pushback approved. Expect a runway 8 right.
Tower,
I didn't notice that.
2065 with
Jeez.
you, runway 8 left.
Lufthansa 2065, runway 8 left, clear to land.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Lufthansa 2416. Runway 8
Man,
left,
you
clear
are
to land.
giant.
Lufthansa 2065.
You gotta be going international with that size. Well, technically most things are international in Europe, but you know what I mean. Outside the EU. Outside of continental Europe, how about that? Why? No. Lufthansa 415, taxi to apron via Delta 6, Oscar 3, Delta 3.
Taxi to apron via Delta 6, Oscar 3, Delta 3, Lufthansa 415.
Stupid. Man, no, that's not how planes would route. Planes don't do 90-degree turns here. Idiot. You should have gone down Alpha 5, rotated off, and then turned. Planes don't do this whole 90-degree...
Lufthansa 2416 ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 2416, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Lufthansa
Got a new one coming in.
2416.
Looked like it. No, that was a plane party. Lufthansa 764, runway 8 right, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 1000
Hansa line
on
2342,
reaching
runway 8 right,
contact
line up and
departure,
wait.
cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 764. Runway 8 right, line up and
Idiot.
wave.
Idiot.
HANSALIN 2342.
It just means I'm going to have to tell them next time to take Alpha 5 to Mike or something, but then they'll still probably turn off. And I forgot who PGT is. Excuse me. Suntruck. Suntruck 1019er. Taxi to apron via Alpha 5, November 1.
Taxi to apron
Good.
via Alpha 5, November 1, FUNTIRUCK 1019er.
We'll see if this guy goes the route I wanted him to, or if he jumps over. Please go the way I want you to. Okay, that's better. Maybe slightly longer, but planes don't like making sharp turns like that. It's bad on the tires. It's poor on visibility, and it's just dangerous. Anything goes wrong, they're swinging way too tight. They may go wide, they can go off the runway. It just ain't right. Why am I still at 1x? Wondered why nothing was going on again. Let's boost this and get these guys out of here. Gave you clearance, there we go.
Air Malta 307
Air
requesting
Malta.
push and start.
Air Malta 307, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Air Malta 307. Tower, Lufthansa 688 requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 688, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Lufthansa 688. Tower, Sun Express 130
Sun
with you,
Express, I thought
runway
it was
8
Sun
left.
Country. Sun Express 130, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway
You
8
two
left,
are
cleared
awfully
to land.
close.
Sun Express 130. Ground,
time he touches down, you'll be
Lufthansa
5 miles
688
out.
ready to taxi.
Lufthansa 688, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Lufthansa 688.
It's a cool paint job.
Ground, Air Malta 307 ready to taxi.
Air Malta 307, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Air Malta 307.
Lufthansa 2471, taxi to apron via Delta 6, Oscar 3.
Taxi to apron via Delta
Good.
6 Oscar 3 Lufthansa 2471. Howard, Lufthansa 1780 requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 1780, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Lufthansa 1780.
Come on, big guy. Let's get you airborne. Oh, wait, that's that Thompson guy. That's pretty cool. I like it.
Howard, HANSALINE 2124 requesting push and start.
Hansaline 2124, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground,
Just cleared
8
everything
right
and we're getting
pushback
backed up
approved.
again.
HANSALINE 2124.
Lufthansa 2065, taxi to apron via Delta 6, Oscar 3.
Howard, Siberian Airlines 7906 requesting push and start.
Siberian Airliners 7906, pushback approved, expect a runway 8 right.
Taxi to apron via Delta 6 Oscar 3 Lufthansa
Ooh,
2065.
yellow, that's kind of
Ground,
cool.
8 right pushback approved. Siberian Airlines 7906.
Whew.
Ground, Lufthansa 1780 ready to
I
taxi.
saw it when I knew this guy was turning up, but then I forgot about it for a second. Saw him driving him on. Oh crap! Did I push him too early? Lufthansa 1780, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Really shouldn't have
Lufthansa
sent that guy all the way
1780.
around, but when I saw this guy here, I thought, oh, scared myself, even though I paid attention. Hansaline 2342, runway 8 right, climb to 1000. On reaching, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 1000 on reaching
SDM.
contact departure cleared for takeoff. HANSALINE 2342. Ground, Siberian Airlines 7906
Russia.
ready to taxi. Howard, Russia 6658 requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 2416, runway 8 right, climb to 1000. On reaching, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right.
Siberian
climb to 1000 on
Airlines
reaching
796,
contact,
continue
departure
taxi.
cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 2416.
Russia 6658, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Continue taxi.
Russia
Siberian
6658,
Airlines
pushback
7906.
approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved.
Hansaline
Russia
2124,
6658.
continue taxi.
Ground, HANSALINE
Create my own
2124
backup
ready
here.
to taxi.
Sun Express 130, taxi to apron via Alpha 5, November 1.
Continue taxi HANSALINE 2124. Taxi to apron via Alpha 5 November 1 Sun Express 130.
Air Malta 307, runway 8 right, climb to 500. On reaching, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure cleared for
I
takeoff.
should
Air
have
Malta
plenty of time to get him out
307.
of here.
Ground, Russia 6658 ready to taxi.
Russia 6658, continue taxi.
Howard,
Yeah,
Ukraine
next.
International 416 requesting push and start.
Ukraine
Continue taxi
International.
Russia 6658.
Ukraine International 416, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right pushback approved. Ukraine International 416.
Lufthansa 688, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait. Lufthansa 688.
Guess I should have sent somebody else up to the north, but oh well, I'm not going to get myself in that problem again. I just barely started to recover my points. Okay, those two are
Ground,
out.
Ukraine International 416 ready to taxi.
Ukraine International 416, continue taxi.
Continue taxi Ukraine International
Sounds so drab.
416.
Continue taxi. Pissed off secretary. Slow down, you are cruising for that guy's side. Jeez. Hotshot rookie pilots. TA, I don't know TA. Who's TA? UTA.
Howard, UTA IR 7999 with you. Runway 8 left.
UTAR. What? Oh, why is there gotta be 16 different things? UTAir. UTAir 799er, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left cleared to land. UTA IR 7999.
Alright.
Howard, Lufthansa 2474 requesting push and start.
Lufthansa 2474, pushback approved. Expect runway 8 right.
Ground, 8 right, pushback approved. Lufthansa
You're Malta, you're not a big guy,
2474.
are you? Nope. Lufthansa 688, runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500 on
Traffic
reaching
jam.
contact departure,
Move
cleared
it.
for takeoff. Lufthansa 688.
Siberian Airlines 796, runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff. Siberian Airlines
Lufthansa
7906.
2474, continue taxi.
Ground, Lufthansa 2474, ready to taxi.
Ukraine International 416, runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Continue taxi. Lufthansa 2474.
Hansaline 2124, runway 8 right, line up and wait.
Runway 8 right, climb
Air
to
France.
500 on reaching contact departure.
I keep
cleared
getting
for
excited
takeoff.
by all these
Ukraine
international ones I
416.
know, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's
Runway
just
8 right, line up
border
and wait.
country.
HANSALINE 2124. Tower,
Oh,
Air France
man.
1723, requesting push and start.
Air France 1723, pushback approved, expect runway 8 right.
Ground,
Yay, I get an
8 right,
international
pushback
plane. They're all
approved.
international.
Air
They're
France
local to
1723.
Germany, but they're all international to me. Getting a very colorful commentary tonight. I must be tired and I'm going loopy. Hanseline's lining up. P. Who ends in P? Tap. I don't know Tap. Who's Tap? No tap dancing, but
Ground,
Air
Air France
Portugal.
1723, ready to taxi.
Air France 1723, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Air France 1723. Tower, Air Portugal 558 with you. Runway 8 left.
Air Portugal 558, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 left, cleared
Try
to
to
land.
bust out
Air
a radio
Portugal
voice, see if I
558.
can channel my inner radio DJ. Get fired for being a goofball. Alright, Ukraine International, get off my runway. UT Air is coming down. Hansaline, you're going to line up and wait. Air France, I think you're going to be the last one to line up and wait. Nope, Lufthansa is. Roll it. Come on, go. Who are you? CFG. Condor. Jeez, I should know that. Alright, you're a small guy, so we can get Hansaline out of here.
Tower, Condor 37 with you. Runway 8 left.
Hansaline 2124, runway 8 right, climb to 500 on... Hansaline 2124, runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right. climb to
Lufthansa
500 on
1780,
reaching
runway 8
contact
right, line up
departure,
and wait.
cleared for takeoff. HANSALINE 2124.
Condor 37, runway 8 left, cleared to land.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait. Lufthansa 1780. Runway 8 left, cleared to land. Condor 37.
Alright, we are going to finish routing the planes we have on the screen, and then we'll call it for this week. So any new planes that arrive, I am going to be deleting. We'll get them all back anyway because it's 12:48, and the next period will start at 12:45. So Lufthansa 1780, runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 500 on reaching contact
Russia
departure, cleared for
6658,
takeoff. Lufthansa
runway 8 right, line up and
1780.
wait.
Runway 8 right, line up and wait. Russia 6658.
UT Air 799er, taxi to Apron via Alpha 5, November 1.
Taxi to Apron via Alpha 5 November 1 UTA IR 79er.
Russia 6658, runway 8 right, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff. Russia 6658.
Goodbye.
Tower, Lufthansa 452 requesting push and start.
I'm going to get 10 points in the green. Oh, yeah. No, maybe 5. I don't do math, apparently. Derp, what's 1 plus 1? Okay, you're out of here. Air France 1723, runway 8 right, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, climb to 1000 on reaching contact departure, cleared for takeoff. Air France 1723.
Here we go. Air Portugal 558, taxi to Apron via Alpha 5, November 3. Air Portugal Air Portugal 558, taxi to apron via Alpha 5, Alpha Niner, November 3.
Taxi to
See if he
apron via
takes it.
Alpha 5 Alpha 9 November 3 Air Portugal 558. Hours.
Those are
United
France.
107
Sorry,
requesting
United.
push and start.
Oh, I don't know who you are. Tom Thompson. Yep, I am going to break even. Because you're on the ground and these two are departing. So yeah, I am going to break even. I did do it right. I can do math. All right. Air France is tiny, so we'll give it... No, he's not super tiny. We'll give it a minute. Sweet, you took my route, too. Got you through the roundabout. All right, where are you, Air France? Lufthansa 2474, runway 8 right, climb to 1000. On reaching, contact departure, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 8
Waited
right,
a bit too
climb to
long.
1000. On reaching, contact departure, cleared for takeoff. Lufthansa 2474.
Condor 37, taxi to apron via Alpha 5, November 1, Charlie 1. Guess I could have taken you down November 2, but
November
oh
1, Charlie 1,
well.
Condor 37.
Let's boost this up and get you guys routed. So,
Howard, Lufthansa 2230 requesting push and start.
I'll just take the audio down in post.
Lufthansa 2544
No.
requesting push and start.
No. Let these guys route, and in the background I'll just mute the audio. So that went pretty well. I did have one boo-boo that was, again, I don't take full credit for it because my plane was off the runway, clearly off the runway visually on my screen and on my ground radar, so they were not impacting the plane I gave clearance to. But because in the game they hadn't officially switched their route over to the taxiway, I ate the minus 500 points. So, oh well. And Condor did give me plus 10 when he landed, so yes, I did get plus 10. All right, an hour of controlled time for 10 points. But it's better than being in the negative. So I still like this airport. That's a lot of fun. This configuration is a little different. It was almost a little easier, I think, to route planes this way. Gave the arrivals less time to taxi and all that. So I don't know. This was pretty cool. Next time, I'm going to flip it up and we're going to use the other side of the airport. And then as we continue towards the end, I'm going to activate both runways and see what damage I can get myself into trying to land and depart off of both sides of the airport at once. So I don't think it'll be too bad. I just have to really get those planes off the stupid taxiways and be careful as where I route them, because the pilots are not going to do the smartest thing. They're going to do whatever they want to do, and that is not cool. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Next time I am going to be at LAX. I promised I'm going to switch it up so I don't just do 40 videos, however many Atlanta ones I did in a row, which I'm sure can get kind of dull for you guys. So again, I want to split it up, keep it even, and it'll make me have to think and work a little harder. We'll see. But anyway, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.